Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Thursday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside Jim Hardy. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. My goodness, we are one day away. One day away from Auburn and Baylor. My goodness, we've been talking about this game. We've been thinking about this game for months and months, probably since the season ended last year. I've been thinking about this road trip to Waco, Texas, for Auburn to take on Baylor. Will Auburn be able to realize some expectations, at least from us? The media voted Auburn, I think, 12th, 11th in the SEC?
Yes, yeah.
You know, if they figure Auburn's going to be about what they were last year,
right.
They're going to be about a 500 team. Maybe they win 7 games. Maybe they win 6 games. We think, a lot of people feel like Auburn has got the talent to win 8 or 9 games. Some people even believe that Auburn could win 9, 10, 11 games.
That's correct.
But all that's just projection. All that's just hope. It's just projection. We don't know exactly until we see them play. We see them get out on the field. We see Jackson Arnold in an Auburn uniform, taking the snaps, making the decisions, making the throws. Does he make good decisions? Does he make bad decisions? Does he hang on to the ball? Does he turn the ball over? I mean, you know, health of this team. Eric Singleton, people say maybe he's a little banged up. Hugh Freeze said he will suit up. He will, play. He's getting better every day. Alex McPherson all of a sudden taking a step back. Poor kid. I feel my heart goes out to him, I hope. We're talking about his life here, really. His future life as a human being. We want him to be healthy. We want him to have a productive life. And I forget football for a minute, but he is an outstanding, an NFL-type kicker. Mm-hmm. You lose that, and all of a sudden we're back to what we did last year, missing 10 field goals. Now, does Towns Magoo? He's a sophomore now. I'm sure he's got a lot more confidence. Everybody has said that he looks tremendous in preseason. Connor Gibbs, a guy transferred in. Mm-hmm. So Auburn's got some potential there, even if McPherson doesn't play. But a lot of questions are going to be answered tomorrow night.
That's correct.
Tuesday, you and I kind of looked at Auburn's offense versus Baylor's defense, did we not?
That's correct.
Today, we will look at Baylor's offense versus this Auburn Tiger defense. And SEC Talent Composite actually came out yesterday. We might look at some of that. Auburn moving up in the ranks. Again, not a surprise. Hugh Freeze has added a lot of talent to this roster over the last couple of years, and they are nearing that top 10 in the country, not in the SEC, in the country. So I will talk about that and give you some specifics a little bit later in the show. But Jim, I'll let you kick things off. This Baylor offense. A lot of people talk Sawyer Robertson. He's the difference maker.
Okay. Well, if you want to start at that part of the program there, I'll give you one question, and then I'll start by tearing Sawyer Robertson to pieces.
Okay.
Okay. Do you believe the hype that everybody is saying? Do you believe this Baylor offense is good, or is it fraudulent? Are we getting sold a bad bill of goods because people wanting to prop them up?
I know Baylor won 6 games to end the season last year,
mm-hmm.
and they didn't really play anybody in those 6 games that I would consider to be a formidable opponent.
Right.
They played LSU pretty tight in a bowl game. Now, bowl games, I can't, these days guys opting out and who knows what I don't even know what the rosters look like in the matchup but they did lose to LSU last year in the bowl game. But nonetheless.
I'll give you some statistics on that one, too, that if you want an SEC matchup versus a Baylor, we can throw those at you as well.
Well, last year that Baylor offense 440 yards a game. That was more than Auburn.
Fraudulent.
It convinced me.
Yes, I'm about to convince you. All right. You wanted your quarterback, Mr. Sawyer Robinson, correct?
That's all I've heard this offseason.
How great
Heisman candidate.
That's correct. All right. Well, let me show you some numbers here. Would you consider 62% to be Heisman candidate worthy? He completed 62% of his passes last year. In all this, he only played, he played from, I think it was the last 8 games of their season. He kind of picked up there toward the end and played. 62.
I've always thought 65 and above was where you needed to be.
Okay, for Heisman, that's what you're saying.
Well, just to be a good third-quarterback.
Okay. Well, these are the numbers I want to throw at you now, because also in that 62% he put up last year, he put up 3,061 yards. Mm-hmm. Okay. Would you like to know who else threw for 62? Sawyer Robinson last year was 62.6%. Would you like to know who else threw for 62% last year? Mr. One Peyton Thorne. Mm-hmm. Now, does this make you feel any better? Because it gets worse.
Okay. How many yards did Peyton?
Well, hey, that's even better. Peyton, 2,813 yards.
Okay.
200 yards difference.
That's one
Same
game.
completions.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get where I'm going here?
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe he's not what we think he is. All right. In breaking down their games, in some of the numbers I like to use, the PFF, the Pro Football Focus stuff, really focuses on guys that project to the next level.
Right.
In 6 games that Mr. Robinson played in last year of teams that were 90 or above in those standings, so meaning the last 40 or so teams in the Division I football. Do you know what I mean, excuse me, in the team basically they're, how to explain that, they're the easier teams to throw on, okay? What I'm saying, they're the top 40 teams that should be the worst in Pro Football Focus. In those 6 games he played against them, would you like to know his throwing percentage?
I mean, completion percentage?
Completion percentage,
I don't.
yes. 81%.
Okay.
Against the
worst of the worst.
Yes. Now let's drop him down there. In 5 games that were below the top 90, and 4 of these games that I'm going to tell you about are below the top 50, meaning playing excellent competition. Would you like to Mr. Robinson throw for? 58%.
Wow, okay. So that's not real.
That's significant difference there. Third thing, excuse me. In teams, this is stats from Pro Football Focus as well, and I've done some research and watched some film. In teams that blitzed him last year, in a grade that Pro Football Focus gave him against the blitz, and used a completion percentage. Do you know what his completion percentage was on downs that he was blitzed?
Less than 50%.
42.
That's not good.
That's not good.
Okay.
All right, but it goes worse.
So that means we need to blitz a lot?
That's absolutely correct.
Okay.
Now, this also...
Can somebody get DJ Durkin's number? Can we...
I'm going to add DJ in here in just a second with Sawyer. Okay.
Right.
In man coverage, same grading system last year, he graded out at a 62 versus man coverage. So would you like to know what he threw completion percentage with his 62 grade versus man coverage last year?
Versus man coverage.
Yeah.
That's what you really want.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man to man. If I'm the dude and I'm going for a Heisman and I'm the man, I can throw it on you whenever I want. Mm-hmm. Man to man, what did he throw for? Completion percentage.
72%. 48%.
Yes. So you got a man that faced the blitz that was 42% of completions.
Right.
You got a man that faced man coverage that was 48% completion percentage. Mm-hmm. You got a man that played teams that were terrible and could throw for 80%. So me and you could probably throw for a few yards against those teams. When he played somebody worth a damn, he had a 59 or less completion percentage for the whole game. And, like I said, when we went back for his overall stats for the year, you can't tell hey, here's another one for you that I throw in there. Our current quarterback right now, you know how terrible he was last year at Oklahoma? Mm-hmm. Guess what he threw for? 62.6%. So him, Peyton Thorne, and Mr. Robinson are all in the same category last year. And we're putting him up for the Heisman this year? Is that possible? All right, here's your next step to go into that even further, Andy. Auburn last year finished 4th in the season in the SEC for blitzes per down and blitzes per game. So meaning we were blitzing a pretty good bit.
Right.
Don't they think that's going to serve well for us facing a guy that can't throw the ball versus a blitz?
That would tend to, I mean, if you're DJ Durkin, that's one of the things you kind of put a little asterisk by.
Hang your hat on.
Yeah.
The next step for Auburn is we were second in the SEC last year in running man coverage, man to man. And we fared well at that at times.
I like Jay Crawford. I like Kayan Lee.
I mean,
I like Rayon Strader. I like Rayshawn Pleasant.
I can't find – I've sat there and looked through – I've looked through their offensive numbers, through their wide receivers versus those matchups you're talking about. I can't see it. Like, if they had to put those names you said on an island out there, I like our guys. I like them. Then is that enough for Sawyer? You mean just keep beating him over the head?
No, I think you've put some of his numbers in perspective for sure.
Yeah, you can't. I get it that we want to project. Well, just like us, I did a breakdown a couple weeks ago on Jackson Arnold. I want to project him to be the Heisman based off of the numbers, but you look at last year, people would go, "You lost your mind,"
Yeah.
you know. And I get it. They think the guy's good, and I'm not saying he's not a good thrower. And they're going to score some points tomorrow night. But he ain't fixing to be the Heisman. I'm just telling you. Because I'm going to take here in a second and take his offensive line and tear it apart.
Okay. All right, well, there you go. Sawyer Robinson, perhaps not maybe as highly rated or as highly thought of as we might once have thought. All right, we got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
About an hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But with the Zaxby Sauce Boss box, he's dunking all over these fools.
Welcome to Dunk City. I'm the mayor and the sheriff.
Who's got the sauce?
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
Here they come! More big transport trucks full of new GMC trucks and SUVs to Glenn Smith and Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of the best-selling full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $12,750 off. New GMC Terrains with a fresh design, a spacious interior, and safety features, discounted up to $4,000 off MSRP. Plus, enjoy no payments until November at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to drive and get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. About 45 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We are brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center. They got 9 locations around central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Give them a call today or go check them out. Better yet, Russell Do-It Center. They can beat the big box store. Also, Sensagreen, heating, cooling, and insulation for air that's cool and clean. Call Sensagreen. 334-487-3555. They are the carrier dealer in this area, Sensagreen. And finally, J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. No job's too big, no job is too small, commercial or residential, for all your needs. J.A. Smith Construction and Excavation. All right, Jim, we are talking about the Baylor offense versus the Auburn defense. But first, let's go to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro hotline and welcome in our first caller today. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Hello, Andy and Jim. How you guys doing today?
Doing wonderful, Jerry. How about you?
I'm doing great, buddy. I'm getting pumped up for the season. I'm stoked up, ready to let it rip, man. And, I'm glad y'all are talking about the defense today. And look, I'm a big believer in the value of lines of scrimmage, offensive line, defensive line. And if you could, I wish you'd kind of tell me about what we're looking like on our defensive line, who we think some of our starters and key guys may be, and maybe some of the backups along the front. So I'm kind of excited about that and everything, about the potential there anyway. And I appreciate y'all taking my call, and I'll just kind of hang up and listen and see what y'all got to say about that.
Appreciate it, Jerry.
Big War Eagle.
War Eagle. Thank you. Well, I tell you what, let Jim talk about the offensive line, and then I will counter with what Auburn's defensive line is going to be looking like. And by all means, if you want to make a prediction today, go ahead, Auburn and Baylor. Get your predictions in. We'll be taking them today and tomorrow.
Yeah, Jerry, to give you a breakdown on Baylor's offensive line, they've got 4 of 5 starters are returning from last year. They were ranked 5th in the Big 12 versus offensive lines, or their numbers. Now, the interesting spots are here, as we covered in our breakdown a couple weeks ago with Auburn's offensive line. We've got 6 guys that are NFL projected guys. Mm-hmm. We got 5 of those 6, I think I told Andy, graded above 70% in the run blocking. You've got 3 of those guys that graded above 70% in their pass blocking, in the NFL projections.
Right.
So the PFF. You literally, in this Baylor, the 4 of the 5 that are coming back, you have 1 that their left guard grades above 70% in pass blocking. You do not have anybody else that grades above 70 in either category, run or pass. That'll give you a little perspective of them versus Auburn's offensive line. Now, here's the thing is, if you want to say, okay, well, everybody wants to say we're going to get our offense started in the trenches and rush the football, okay?
Okay.
Last year, I'm going to give you 3 games. The rest of them, you can go look them up. They played 3 ranked opponents on their schedule last year. That was Utah at 11, BYU at 22 at the time they played them, and ISU, that's Iowa State, I guess. Number 16 at the time they played them, okay? You would think this group that they're projecting, that this great offensive line, they've got one of them, their right guard is on the watch list for the best interior lineman in the country. Well, this same group that played together last year, Indy, they played number 16 ISU. You know how many yards they had? 79. 79, and the quarterback had 14 of those.
Okay.
All right. They played number 22, BYU. Would you like to know how many yards they had that day?
20. BYU wasn't a bad team.
Okay.
But
how many yards they have that day? Projection
105.
Rushing. 63. And the quarterback had 20.
Okay.
All right.
So we're saying Sawyer Robertson is not a running quarterback, but he's capable of running.
Oh, sure. Yeah, now that's the part we'll add in there. He's got a little Peyton Thorne in him. Every once in a while, you can get 30 to 50 yards out of Robertson.
Okay.
But he's not fixing to run away with this football game with us. Utah, number 11, they played them. They had 108 yards, what they rushed for. 15 of those were Sawyer Robinson. Colorado, same way. Now, Colorado, they had 156 yards in the ball game, but 56 of those were Sawyer Robinson.
Right.
So, literally, anybody that they played last year with a pulse of a ranked team, a good, what you would consider a good defensive front, shut them down, Russian. Shut these four guys we're talking about down.
Right.
Okay. So, if we're going to look at that and then look at what we've already talked about against Sawyer, when we played teams that blitzed him, when we played teams that put him in man coverage. Now, a lot of times we don't know those completion numbers I told you when they were 42% and 49%. Was that all because the offensive line was letting people in his face and he couldn't see? Was it an issue of just he's just not that accurate? Is the blitz, he can't handle it coming in his face? I just know all these numbers piled up together shows me that this Baylor offense is not what people's blowing it up to be on a report. Now, you take the other side of it and tell us the interior defensive line. We all know the edges are great on the defensive line for Auburn.
Yeah.
But can that interior get in there and cause what we're reading here? Can we get to him? Can we blitz him? Can we put pressure on him?
Well, the defensive line for Auburn, it was weird. If you saw the depth chart when it came out, there was a lot of oars. I mean, there were more oars than a Viking ship, okay?
Sure. Yeah.
This thing was every single position. It was just there was no starter. It was just 4 guys. So depth should be a huge deal for this Auburn defense. And I think all these guys will play. Like at defensive tackle, of course, you got Malik Blockton, the sophomore from last year. I thought he may be the best of the bunch. He was tremendous last year as a freshman. Came in early, actually participated in bowl practice. He got there so early and was there for the spring. Really produced on the field. I thought he got better as the year went along. I'm expecting big things from him. But Zeke Walker is back for his about 10th year.
Mm-hmm.
He's a senior, so he's Malik Autry. Is the freshman from Opelika High School. And James Ash is the transfer. I think he was from Florida A&M, I believe. 6'3", 302 in the senior at that defensive tackle position. All 4 of those guys will play. Now, I don't know much about James Ash. I know you're going to get Zykevious Walker is fine. He is very solid. He's not going to be great, but he's going to be solid. I'm expecting a lot from Malik Blockton, and I'm expecting a Malik Autry, the true freshman, to get in and play.
Would you expect out of Blockton or Autry, would you expect a Nick Fairley type performance?
No.
Okay.
But Blockton he's approaching that, okay. Let's just say. Bobby Jamison Travis at nose tackle. Dallas Walker, the transfer, he was at Texas A&M, and then he went to Western Kentucky, and then he came to Auburn. Jay Hardy was at Auburn, left, went to Liberty. Now he's back at Auburn. And the freshman again, Jordan Crawford. Again, all 4 of those guys probably going to play. I'm expecting big things out of Bobby Jamison Travis. I think he's got the talent to be. So he and Malik Blockton in the middle, that could be really big with some backups like Walker, Hardy, and Crawford. And then, of course, Keldrick Falk, Kieron Crawford, Amaris Williams, Darian Smith's a name to keep an eye on, the true freshman. Those are those guys, pass rushers on the outside. that I think Auburn's defensive line could be really, really good, especially with the depth. So that against that, what you're talking about with that matchup, that line, probably give Auburn the advantage.
Okay.
We got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Presley Appliance and Furniture, located on Cherokee Road in Alexander City, is locally owned and operated with over 35 years of experience in the appliance and furniture business. Specializing in Amana, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Ashley Furniture, Presley Appliance services what they sell and will make sure you receive top-notch customer service. Call them today at 256-329-9762 or drop by to see them on Cherokee Road in Alexander City. Presley Appliance and Furniture, where they service what they sell.
Here at Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, we value what truly makes a home. And that's why we're proud to offer America's #1 brand of siding and exterior products. James Hardie creates possibilities with an array of colors and textures. We offer the full line of James Hardie products, from Hardie plank to artisan siding and everything in between, giving you, our customer, options to have the best. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, local since 1984.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event. Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. I always like to remind you about Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Great place to get some tremendous food in the Montgomery and Auburn area. Go and check out their website, steaksinwine.com, just the letter N, steaksinwine.com. Got a tremendous selection of wine, steaks, ribs, burgers, casseroles. Got a little bit of everything there in the shop. So go and check them out. It's on East Glen in Auburn. They have some tremendous deals for your Labor Day weekend, the 29th and 30th. You can get a four fillets, 4 New York strips for like $160. You can get 6 Conecuh burgers, 6 steak burgers for like $60. Go and check out their website. Go and order those today. You will definitely not be disappointed. I can guarantee it. All right, Jim, we're still comparing this Baylor and Auburn team. Looking forward to tomorrow night. Let's make some comparisons here.
All right, I'm going to knock them out real quick and let you tell us your thoughts on them. If we're going to compare, I'm going to start going down the groups. So, when I say quarterback, I want you to compare. Also, we're not going to compare just Sawyer versus Jackson. We're going to say it as a room because of if something happened to Sawyer, who's he got behind him. We know that there's a bunch of unprovens over there. Even our Walker White is over there.
That's true.
We know what we got in our back room. So as a group, as a quarterback room, we know what obviously there's a chance that Jackson could get started fast. He can get started slow because his first time being out there with Auburn. So as a group, who wins matchup quarterbacks?
As a room, I would say Auburn.
Okay.
But as a one-on-one, I would have to say Sawyer Robertson versus Jackson Arnold.
Okay.
At least right now.
Yes.
At least because Arnold's so unproven.
And I think that would be fair because this kid's already spent 8 games with this offensive line. They've already thrown against some defenses. Even though they didn't do that well, he has done it on the field. He is unproven. He's proven that he's not as good as everybody says he is on the field.
Right.
Offensive line, I'm going to throw you the same question.
Okay.
Their group versus group. We know we got 6 graded NFL linemen.
Yeah.
They've only got 1 that's up for the top interior lineman in the country. So room for room, who's got the check?
I would not trade Auburn's offensive line for Baylor's.
That's what I'm asking.
So I would take Auburn's.
Okay, check Auburn. Wide receivers. Do I even need to describe what's going on there?
I will take Auburn's wide receivers. I would not trade them.
Okay, running backs. Baylor used to have 2 that they were propping up for great running backs.
Yeah.
They've got one that's hurt out for the season. They've got a secondary guy that is up on the Doak Walker list. But you've also got Auburn's, and we know our depth chart as to what we got there. Room for room, what would you take?
I'm on cheat again and say if you're just going starter for starter,
right,
I might take Baylor.
Okay.
But if you're going room for room,
that's right.
I'm going Auburn.
That's right. Now, the reason I want to throw you these questions as room for room because you never know when somebody's going to get hurt in a ball game.
This is true.
And what does your depth look like?
And one guy can't play the whole game.
That's right. Absolutely correct. All right. So if you went through the offense, Andy, you gave us a check for running backs, check for wide receivers, check for offensive line. Did you give the quarterback room at Auburn a check?
Yes, I did.
So you would say offense for offense. Auburn wins that all day long.
I would not take. Yes, okay. I would not trade. Yeah, any part of
Auburn's offense for Baylor's
for
offense.
Baylor.
There you go. All right, let's go down defense. Defensive lines, room for room. Who you taking?
I mean, judging by what they did last year, I'm definitely taking Auburn.
Okay. Defensive backs. Who you taking?
I would take Auburn secondary almost over anybody in the country, really.
This is what I can tell you. The defensive secondary for Baylor was 116 in PFF last year versus pass coverage and 111 versus running.
Mm-hmm.
So
not good.
Who you taking?
Yeah, not good.
Check mark for Auburn?
Yes.
All right. So if we've covered, what about the only one I hadn't run over is linebackers. Who you taking there? Because I do know they've got a projected All-American in the middle for a linebacker they've got. But for room, not for individual. Room.
Yeah. Well, I love Auburn's linebackers. I love them more than I like any group at Auburn in a decade, to be perfectly honest with you. But they're so unproven. You got Elijah Melendez. You got Brian Diaz. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Bryce Diaz. Yeah. You got Caleb Wheatland, the transfer from Maryland. Robert Woodyard, who hasn't played a whole lot. DeMarcus Riddick, who is fantastic, but really was only like a hybrid type and pass rusher last year. So he's a full-time linebacker this year. I think their potential is skyrocket high. Mm-hmm. But they're so unproven.
Right.
I might have to begrudgingly give the edge to
the Baylor. Okay. So if we've busted offense and defense, the last thing ready to go is kicking game. Room for room, because obviously we know we got a kid that may or may not play depending on how he feels.
Yeah.
But room for room. Baylor is going to this game with two freshmen as their kickers. One freshman has had, I think he was 5 for 5 in extra points last year. Other than that, they have no proven commodity in the kicking game. And you know how a freshman did for us last year in one Towns Magoo.
Yeah.
So room for room, who are you taking in the kicking game?
Well, if McPherson's half healthy,
right,
I'm taking Auburn.
You're taking Auburn.
And look, they've raved about the punter, the transfer from Oklahoma State to Auburn. So I think he's still good.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know anything about the punter from Baylor. So But I would give the nod to Auburn in special teams.
All right. So 8 out of 9 categories, you've picked the Auburn Tigers. So would that, in this final question, would that presume, Andy, that you're going to pick the Auburn Tigers to win the football game?
You might think so.
Okay.
That would certainly be logical to do, would it not?
That would be very logical. I know you still live in Missouri, and you want them to show you what's going down.
That's true.
I get that. So give us knowing all those things you just predicted, give us a score as to what you think it's going to be.
I'm going to push that to the next segment.
Okay. Oh, he's going to leave you in suspense.
We're going to go ahead and take another break, but we will come back and look at some of these talent composite numbers that just came out. They may be in deep conversation.
Deep thought in there?
In the back, yeah.
I got you.
All right. Now we may take a break, and we'll come back and run these SEC talent numbers right after these messages.
At Dixie Overhead Door, we specialize in top-quality garage door solutions for homes across Alabama and Georgia. In need of a garage door repair or a brand new garage door installation, our expert team delivers fast, reliable service with local expertise that you can trust, providing customized solutions and exceptional care every step of the way. Visit us today at DixieOverheadDoor.com and experience the Dixie difference.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at BamaSheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We are located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Bugs Island is your boating headquarters. Are you ready to hit the water and go boating this summer? Bugs Island has all kinds of boats, with one sure to fit exactly what you want. Fishing boats, sport boats, pontoon boats, and all with low monthly payments. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Bugs Island Service Department experts are also here for you to keep your boat in top running condition. Call 1-800-I'm-READY. Don't be left standing on the bank this summer. Visit online at bugsisland.com and don't buy a boat till you get a Bugs quote. EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare. Serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your boat or vehicle to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your vehicle the right way. Located at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328 for Superior Automotive and Boat Detailing.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and Jim here with you. About 15 more minutes left in today's show. Just a couple of more segments. Ty likes Auburn 31-14. 31-14 for an Auburn victory there on the road. That'd be nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's ideal, actually. 31-14. I'd love that. Seemed like yesterday, I think Mike had a 38-17 kind of Auburn win, something like that. So I'm going, hey, go big or go home, right?
He's been listening to our breakdowns.
He really has. So, all right, talent, SEC Talent Composite. This is something 24/7 does every year. This every team in the country, it's rated from 1 to whatever it is, 133, 134 teams. Georgia is, on paper, the most talented team in college football.
I believe that.
Yeah, that's one of Auburn's opponents this year, Jim, if you didn't realize that. Alabama is number 2. Ohio State, 3. Texas, 4. Oregon, 5. That guy, he's done a great job there. You talk about getting them.
Well,
and
when you got a Nike checkbook.
He's building them like an SEC team.
Sure.
Dan Lanning. LSU comes in at number 6. Clemson, number 7. Texas A&M, number 8. Notre Dame, number 9. And Penn State, number 10. That's your top 10 most talented teams in all of college football. So where do the Auburn Tigers come in? Well, Florida comes in at 12, Auburn at 13, Oklahoma at 14. So 12, 13, 14. Right there all together, Florida, Auburn, Oklahoma. They're really not much difference at all between those 3 rosters. They're pretty close.
Yeah.
Tennessee is at 16. South Carolina is at 18. Ole Miss at 21. Missouri 22. Arkansas 23. Mississippi State 24. Kentucky 27. And old Vanderbilt coming in at number 55 in the country. So Auburn, on paper, will only face 3 teams that are technically more talented than they are this year. Georgia, Alabama, and Texas A&M. So, that the whole excuse of, well, we got to have some more talent, that don't really fly this year, right? And if you just, this is why you don't play football on paper, though. You got to go out in the field and actually play.
I just think it shows when you're building a resume, yes, a one-game scenario, a team could come in there, come lazy. They think they're going to beat a team because they got more talent in them, and they lose a one-game affair.
Right.
I think a resume of a whole year, the teams with talent are going to come out. It's going to show at the end of the year.
This will just show you, they give a point value, obviously, and, all 4-star recruits are not the same. You got low 4-star recruits, you got high 4-star recruits. So they give a point value. Georgia, for reference sake, Georgia is at the top, 1,002.98. That's the number 1 value, okay? In 2022, Auburn had a roster value 775.0. Right now, 2025, Auburn 891. So you can see how far this roster has gone up, how much more talented Auburn is now than when Hugh Freeze arrived at Auburn. So he's done a fantastic job. So if you just look at that, that's what we've all looked at. We've said, man, the guy, you just can't fault him for that. Man has recruited his pants off here. That's probably not a good reference for Hugh Freeze, but nonetheless, he's done a great job with that. It's all a matter of taking care of business on the field. 100%. And that starts tomorrow night, Jim.
That's right.
All right. When we come back, we will make some predictions for the game on Friday night. We'd love to hear yours as well. 256-234-6221. More to come right after this.
J.A. Smith Construction, licensed general contractor and your trusted choice for land clearing and grading, site work, underground utilities, concrete paving, and material hauling. They also do storm drain installations, fish ponds, and slough dredging. Call Alexander at 256-896-1400 or email asmith@jasmithconstruct.com. No job is too big or too small for J.A. Smith Construction, the top choice for all of your land service needs.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Senza Green and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Buying a home or property can be the biggest investment of your life. The Wisdom Firm is licensed to close any property purchase in the entire state of Alabama. The office is on both Bank Creek Drive in Auburn and Highway 49 South at beautiful Lake Martin. The Wisdom Firm has you covered. Give Travis and his team a call at 334-826-0722 or check them out at www.auburnlegal.com for all your real estate closing needs. No representation is made that the quality of legal services is greater than the quality of legal services made by other attorneys.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this Thursday afternoon. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. All right, Jim, we've broken this down about as much as you could possibly break it down. Auburn's offense versus Baylor's defense, Baylor's offense versus Auburn's defense, player for player, position for position.
You
talent for talent.
That's what I was about to say. You even gave us a comparison, except for you need to throw in this part. You said Auburn in player composition was 13th in the nation. And Baylor is what number?
35th in the country.
35th. So number 13 with player talent versus number 35 is about to play.
You could say Auburn has 46 4- and 5-star players. Baylor has 14.
There you go.
And the majority of those high star rating are guys that are going to play for Auburn on the field.
Right.
So
Yeah.
It's not like the Gus Malzahn years where you got a bunch of 4- and 5-star guys, but half of them never played. This is a real deal. So I will give you the floor. You tell me, what is your prediction for this game?
Got two predictions. Well,
Okay.
not two predictions. Got one prediction and one reason that they're going to win on top of the prediction of all what we broke down. So we've been spending weeks, like you said, breaking down quarterbacks, wide receivers, everything. You just gave us a checklist of Auburn's 9 out of 10. All the categories says they're about to win this football game, right?
So what's the categories say on paper?
For percentages, we threw it out there that we got to have 30 points in a Hugh Freeze system to win a ball game.
Right.
So I'm going to go, obviously knowing we got to have that, I'm going to go and say Auburn's going to put up 35 on the Freeze side.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say they're going to put 21 up, 35-21. Auburn's going to win, but Baylor. And my caveat to all that, and the reason that I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there that it's going to happen, is because they did a really cool thing yesterday, and they're going to be applying Chet Williams stickers to the back of everyone's helmet, and it's a memorial to him. And he, as you know, touched thousands of Auburn players, and the whole Auburn family's behind him. And I can't think of a better person to memorialize in a football game. So if you're going out there playing with him on your side, Andy, Baylor better watch out.
Well, now, if you apply now, if they come breaking out, arm in arm, and they start singing "Hard Fighting Soldier," this may change everything.
Okay.
But okay, I'm my stance, Jim.
Right. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
I love the breakdown, and I've said for all this time, I believe Auburn's a better team.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Auburn's a more talented team. Obviously, I believe, position for position, Auburn checks almost every box. Having said that,
ooh, I can feel it coming, people.
I am going to say 23-17, Baylor. Prove me wrong, Auburn, please. Prove me wrong.
I can't believe you went that deep, Andy. On a side note, now that you've ruined our little fun parade, there is a great environment at the stadium that's going to be going on. The Brazos, if I'm pronouncing that right, Brazos River.
Brazos.
Where you can, not at Auburn where you go and tailgate, you can actually sailgate at the river. You can pull your boat up, tie it off, walk in the stadium, and watch the football game.
They've got their own version of a horseshoe there at Baylor.
It was amazing. I've read a lot of stuff. I showed Andy a video just a little while ago. Now we are going into an arena with, what was it, 50,000, 46?
40-something, 45.
40-something thousand. For those of you that are traveling there and watching it on TV, Auburn's not going to have the crowd noise.
It'll be half of Jordan-Hare.
Half.
I mean,
yes.
really.
I mean, that's like going to an Auburn practice. It's really what that is. A scrimmage game, I what I'm calling inter-squad. Because when they let the public in there, you may have 25, 30, 40,000 to come watch a A-Day game. So I think that's in our favor. I mean, we're not going into a hostile crowd with 100,000 plus.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not like a whiteout at Penn State.
No, they are going black. They said they were doing blackout, and they were doing like a chrome helmet, I believe it was. Yeah, that's right. So make sure that everybody get out there and watch it this evening. I think YouTube got their deal fixed to where now people that's got YouTube TV can watch it on the football game.
Okay.
They were in a dispute about the football game.
Of course they were.
Yeah, that they were not going to show it unless they got what they wanted.
Well, DirecTV was that last year. They cut it off the day before the games began.
So, well, the breakdown is done. So it's time for them to put it up, Andy.
It's time for put up or shut up.
That's right.
We'll see if prove me wrong. I'm begging you, please. Prove me wrong. All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for being with us. He's Jim. I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.